Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy Afolabi. Today I'm going to talk briefly about waist bead, and I'm going to show you how you can strand your own waist bead. Do it yourself idea. So this is the waist bead I'm talking about. Waist bead, waist bead. So waist bead are traditional Africa accessory that consists of small bead on a strand or wire that is worn around the waist or hip by women. And in Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, and other West Africa countries, waist bead has gained popularity, and people wear it as a symbol of fertility, sensuality, spiritual well-being, beauty, attraction, rites of passage, passed down from mother to daughter, and for adornment, for self-actualization, for self-satisfaction, for whatever reason. Waist bead has gained popularity and is here to stay. And this history has extended to an international level. That is why today, on the international notes, there's nowhere that waist bead is not known. So, but some people said they don't like waist bead. Some people have negative view of those people who put on waist bead. Some people have positive views, some people are neutral. So what is your own take on waist bead? I welcome comments in the comment box. Please put on your comments whether you support wearing of waist bead or what you think waist bead is, whether it's negative or positive. But today I'm going to talk about the positive side of waist bead. And one major positive side I want to talk about is people wear it for fashion, for beauty, for attraction, for sensuality, and for weight washer, or you can call it a waist trainer. Yeah, people wear it so that when you have one on, if it's becoming so tight, you are adding weight, you know that you have to step up your game, you have to slow down, you have to try and reduce in your weight. So that is one of the points that some people use waist bead to do, and some people just wear it just for wearing sake. They just like it, that is and in some cases, pregnant women too wear waist beads so that they will monitor the growth of the baby in the womb, so that when they wear the bead after like 2-3 months, the waist bead must be changed, because they know that, okay, the baby is growing in the womb, they have to do another one or the increase in size. And there are some that is adjustable and there are some that is not adjustable. The one I'm going to show you today are those ones that you can use your lobster clasps to do, and the one you can use your screw to do. So I'm going to show you these two. So if you are a fan of waist bead, you can just go to the market, buy your bead and strand your waist bead and start wearing it instead of buying. But we also have some color that symbolizes something or something in waist bead. Some people don't mind the color, whether black, white, yellow, clear, purple, whatever it is, they just wear it. But some people, they are so peculiar about what colors stand for. Like some people say black stands for power and protection. Some people say blue waist bead stands for loyalty and truth. Brown bead stands for stability, and gold stands for wealth, power, and good health. So we have so many, can I say, idea or tradition that is being attached to waist bead, like green, they say it's for growth. So for whatever reason you are wearing waist bead, that is personal, and you have the right to decide whether or not to put on waist bead. So I'm not here to judge anyone, I'm just here to show you, because waist bead has a very large market, it's selling, and it's well known internationally. People wear it everywhere. For whatever reason you put on waist bead, I'm here to show you how to strand it like a pro, and how to finish it, and how to make it durable, so that you wear it for a very long time before the thing cut off. So let's go. So you start by cutting a sizable length of fishing line, which I've done. Cut a sizable length of fishing line. You put your needle, long needle. It's better to use a longer needle because of the type of bead you are picking, especially so if you are using seed bead or sand bead, it will make the work so fast. So I'm using seed bead size 2, but I'm going to garnish it with some colors in between. So I've cut a sizable length of fishing line, and I've doubled it. I've used my needle and double it. It's just like threading when you want to sew. Most of us are familiar with domestic sewing, so this is what I just did. I just cut a sizable length of fishing line, and I just strand it. I just needle it in the needle, and my needle is very long. So I'm going to put on a stopper so that my bead will not fall off the fishing line. You can use any color of bead for your stopper. It's not compulsory that you must use the bead you want to use. So I've done that. So this is it. This and my arm, I just stretch it. That is the length I cut. So it depends on the size you want to do. It might be shorter, it might be longer, it might be a very long strand that have a single hook that you have to roll it maybe like 4 or 5 times, depends on your waist. If your waist is 36 and you want to make a long strand that will round your waist in 3 times, you just do 36 multiplied by 3. If you want to do it 5 times, you multiply by 5. If your waist is 30 and you want to round it like 5 times, that is 30 multiplied by 5, making 150. So you are going to make a very long strand. So at the end of the day, you'll be able to round it to your waist 5 times and just hook it once. So for whatever method you use, so you can get a long needle, and your bead is good to put it as a hip so that it will be easy for you to pick. So I'm going to start picking. You just put your needle this way and start picking the bead, and the bead automatically will be entering the eyes of the needle, and you do it like this. So I'm going to fill in my needle. My needle is filled this way. It's filled, so I'm going to slide it down. After sliding down, I'm going to put 2 of these crystals. I want to put something in between that will make it to glitter, that will make it to shine or blink. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to do this way, this way, this way. If you get a smaller place to put it so that your bead will be like a hip, it's easier like that, and it's easy to scoop with your needle. So at each strand, I'm going to be putting 2 crystals. I'm going to be putting 2 crystals. So I'm going to do it in form of hip. To form a hip is easier that way. You can see the way it's going. I'm going to add little to this. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 of my crystals. I'm going to garnish it. And some people put some findings, accessories, or costume in between, just to decorate the bead, just to make the bead to be so beautiful on your waist. So whichever, the concept is the same thing. You just put the accessory the same way you put the bead. There's no special way of doing it. So you just insert the accessory the way you insert the bead, and the accessory will be where you put it. So you can see that now I've just tried this quantity. So you are going to continue in that way. So when you continue and get to the length, your desired length, how do you put your hook? So I'm going to show you 2. I'm going to show you how I put the screw one and the lobster claws. So let's do the screw one first. So assume you have get the length, your desired length. Like there are some I've done here. Like this one, I've done my desired length. So I'm going to put my screw hook. Look at it. There's a hole. I'm going to insert it. So the beading thread is double. I'm going to cut the needle off. Cut the needle off. Okay, so I'm going to put a stopper to hold my fishing line inside the screw. So this is a stopper. I'm going to, okay, this is the stopper. So I'm going to press, hold the stopper this way, see the stopper this way. So you press it close. Then after pressing the stopper, you can make like 2-3 knots. Okay, you cut it off. Then you slide the knot and the stopper in. Then you go to the other side. You unravel the stopper. You trim your fishing line so that the mouth will be even. Then you do the same thing. You put your hook, your screw hook, then you put your stopper. This time around, the second side of the strand is a little bit trickish. So you are going to hold the fishing line so tight, so that there will be little space. And that is the space your bead will relax on when you finish. So you are going to hold it so tight, then you press the stopper, and you make sure the fishing line is at the middle of the stopper, not one-sided. You press it. So after you have pressed it, you tie the same way you did to the other side. You make like 2 or 3 knots. You cut it off. You drag and tie one more time or 2 times, whatever times you want to tie. Just tie a knot, then cut off the excess. You can burn it with lighter, but if you are not careful enough, just let it be, because If you don't know how to bond it, you can unravel everything, and all what you did, you just cut off in a minute. So you see now, here is it. There's no gap anywhere. The other gap you left in the other side is the one that the bead we use and relax, because it's not good for the bead to be stiff. It's good for the bead to be so floppy. You can look at it this way. That is how the bead should be. It should not be too tight, that it will not have space to breathe. So you screw it together this way. Screw it. So that's your waist bead. That's your waist bead. You can see how beautiful it will look on your waist or your hip. So I'm going to show you how to use lobster claws to finish the waist bead the same way. You are going to cut a sizable length of fishing line. When you reach your desired length, you are going to put stopper. This time around, stopper first. Then you put your lobster hook. Excuse me. Okay, see, put a lobster. This one I'm using a spring ring. Spring ring. You can also use your lobster hook if you don't have this spring ring. So I'm going to, I put my stopper, I put the eye of the hook, then I'll return my needle inside my stopper into the bead, this way, into the bead. So you travel as far as possible. Travel as far as possible. Then you press the stopper the same way we did to the other side. Press the stopper. Then you come to the other side. You take off your stopper bead, especially if not the same color. You trim your beading thread so that the mouth will be equal. You put your stopper or your cream piece. Then you hang it in your spring ring clasp. Then the same way you return the fishing line inside the hook and back to the bead. Inside the hook and back to the bead this way. So you travel as far as possible. Travel as far as possible. So we want to press the other side of the stopper. So you let your bead relax before you press. You let it relax. You just relax it by using your hand to straighten it so that it will become so soft, not too tight. Just relax it. After that, you just press the stopper, flatten it. If it's there's too much space, you pull it a little. Pull it a little. Press the stopper, flatten it. Okay, it's flattened. Then you cut off the excess fishing line. Cut off the excess fishing line. So here is how to use your screw and your lobster claws, or your ring, your spring ring or ring spring, whatever. So this is how to use these two hooks, whether it's your lobster claws or your screw. This is how to make do it yourself waist bead. So you do it, you wear it, and again, for you to maintain the way the waist bead is looking, as in how it's shining, don't touch your waist bead with salty hand, and don't spray perf body spray. Don't spray it on your waist bead, so that it will not lose its shine. So you keep on like this. You can wash it with mild soap and water, it will remain the same thing, but you just care for it in a gentle way. That's why it's called body jewelry. So the same way you treat your body, you care for it in a tender and loving way, and you will wear it for a very long time if you didn't add weight. But when you add weight, you have to change it and wear a bigger one. So thank you for watching. Just as I've said, leave your comments in the comment box. What is your take on waist bead? Do you fancy waist bead, or are you against waist bead? So let me hear from you. Till I see you next time in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.